Alright guys, you wanted to hear the new pedal. Still just the prototype. So basically what we have here is a standard Klon circuit, which has then been modified. So the first thing that you notice, we have two gains here. This is splitting off of the ganged pot that was in there. So now we have control on the clean feed as well as the main gain feed. It acts very, very interesting together. Right now it's bypassed. So you can see just how clean I have it. So right now we'll just turn it on. So I get nothing coming out, so we'll get that output up. Just like to get it pretty much most of the way up. So you can see that there's not a lot of gain, but it's interesting because what's happening right now with this treble knob being all the way down is that there is some, depending on how high you get this, like a little bit of grip. So what happens is when you start to turn this, it actually goes away. Turn this up. So now just the clean is being fed. So before this was off, right? There was no clean going through, which means that the signal was still being sent through the op amps. So the op amps will still distort a little bit. They will still clip because there's 4 op amps in here, and they will absolutely start clipping, especially when you start cranking up the treble here, because it almost acts like a boost. Too high up. It's clean, but it's very enhanced. The volume control on your guitar is very sensitive. It really shapes the tone with this pedal. It has a lot of interaction with the volume knob on the guitar, which is fantastic. Great. So that's clean. That's because if I turn off the clean feed and only send the signal through the main gain, which is down, it's still it definitely starts to distort, especially when you have your output pretty high up as well as your volume on your guitar. So it's really interesting. But as soon as I back off of that, look at that. That's all guitar control. Very, very, very sensitive to that, which is awesome. It's very tube-like. What I'll do is I'll turn that treble down a little bit, so you get a really good clean about right there. Oh yeah. Now, if you start injecting the gain here, because it's split, it does something really weird with the interaction between the treble. The treble really acts as almost like a boost, which is why I wrote treble boost on here. So you can see. There you have almost no output. Let's just start getting that up. So let's start injecting some gain. Gain is very quick on this. Again, because this is cranked up, if I start turning this down, the gain won't get too gainy. So they really interact with each other. Go up a little higher. Let's go like about 50%. Remember, I had my volume down on the guitar, but as soon as I turn it up, very sensitive. tones, the knob set here, as well as your volume on your guitar. Hold off. All the way up. Now things can get really crazy with the gain. So if I start going really high with that, this really doesn't have much of an effect when you go really gain. A little bit. So it's a balance. Especially. So we'll crank that gain up. Now what this does, the gold knob here, it kind of shapes the way that the gain is on the output. It goes from kind of like a brighter, crispier tone down to kind of smoothing it out a little bit towards the top end. Now again, notice I haven't touched the treble. Start cranking this thing up. Crazy. Yeah, if you just go like 50% on everything, turn everything at 50, even the output, like 75 on the output. Pretty crazy. Sounds fantastic. Because I have the way the circuitry is, I can actually have the op amps somehow go into an oscillation, which is crazy. They loop and they backfeed by cranking this. Watch. So you got to be really careful with this pedal. I mean, that's to have that thing do that. I mean, to have it oscillate like that, or just go into some sort of feedback loop. Certainly something I could not do with the original Klon circuitry. Ooh, ow.